Such precious words that many fathers take for granted, unless you're an estranged dad. An estranged father longs to hear these words from every one of their children, especially on Father's Day. Any day can be less than perfect, but for an estranged father, every day starts as less than perfect. I've spoken with Faye Anam Avis, the founder of Peak, about Father's Day, and much of what I'm saying to you today comes directly from his own thinking about fathers and Father's Day. For the most part, fathers relate to their children differently than mothers do. They deal with the pain of estrangement in their own way as well. Fathers tend to express love to their family in ways that are practical. Their love language tends to be acts of service. When asked, many fathers will tell me that they feel things like taking care of their home, providing for their family, and running errands are all acts of love. Estranged fathers often feel perplexed that these contributions seems to count for nothing when speaking of love. Men tend to be less verbal in their expressions of love, but the depth of their love is no less than those who speak of it. We hear a lot about becoming a disposable culture. So many of the things we use on a daily basis are disposable. Diapers, packaging, razors, cameras, even clothing, and now seemingly relationships. Beyond parental estrangement is the whole issue of family estrangement. 27% of American adults today indicate that they're estranged from a family member or that there's an estrangement in their family. That's simply a way of saying that our disposable culture is spilling over into our relationships as well. As estranged fathers on Father's Day, it's important to acknowledge that you miss your children and your grandchildren, but also to appreciate all the ways that you have expressed your love for them, sometimes with words, but in other ways as well. Beyond that, I invite estranged fathers to put the energy of their anger in the service of resisting the disposable culture in which we are living. Start with your other relationships. Who are the guys that have been important in your life? Decide to get in touch with them, or even to establish the relationship. Men tend to relate to other men through a third thing, a hobby, a sport, a service, or some other activity. Just resist the tendency to write relationships off too easily. You have given much to your children, and you deserve recognition for those efforts. As misunderstood as you may feel, your heart was in the right place, and that matters. In Faye's words, which I echo as truly important, he says, finally, take a good look at any ways you have allowed estrangement to send signals to your body or soul that you are disposable. Manning up in the face of estrangement is not a matter of giving anyone a piece of your mind. Manning up means keeping all the pieces of your mind healthy and resisting any of the multiple ways that estrangement invites you to self-destruct. Everyone, including fathers, deserve to recover.